Hi, it's Timbre or Tangerina Ballerina. I'm redoing the first and second days of the 30 Days of Pain survey. Um, I can't sleep, so I figured I'd do a couple or 3 of these or whatever. And just continue doing that when I can't sleep, you know? Give me something to do. Okay, it says day 1. Introduce yourself. What illnesses do you have and how long have you had them? Okay, like I said, my name is Timbre, or Tangerina Ballerina if you know me on Tumblr. I was a ballerina for a long time, and one of my nicknames that a good friend of mine gave me was Tangerina, which stemmed from tangerine because I like the color orange. Well, anyway, Tangerina suited me better, so. And then, of course, ballerina, because it started as a ballet blog. And I just blogged about ballet and pictures about ballet and dance and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, Tangerine Ballerina. What illnesses do I have? Oh, I'm 20 years old. Living on the West Coast in the United States. And, yeah. What illnesses do I have? I have a lot of illnesses. I have a cystic fibrosis variant, which is attacking my pancreas currently, and feels like it's starting to attack my lungs because I'm getting short of breath. And I was just hospitalized for 4 days due to it, and I just got home yesterday. So, got a lot of bruises from IVs, and I look like a junkie, and I'm not. But I don't have any cardigans either, so I'm kind of just like, long sleeve shirts in the middle of the summer in California. Yeah, not a good idea. But what are you gonna do? So there's a cystic fibrosis. There's myofascial pain syndrome. There's an underlying autoimmune thing, I'm pretty sure. Most of my doctors are pretty sure. We're just not sure what it is. There's asthma. There's migraines. There's injury to my ulnar nerve and carpal tunnel. There's cyclic vomiting syndrome. There's IBS. There's chronic pancreatitis, which is a big one lately. Asperger's syndrome. It's not, well, it's a mental illness. Let's think. Neurocardiogenic syncope, which basically causes me to faint or become lightheaded very easily due to the fact that there's not enough blood volume going fast enough throughout my body to keep me from doing so. It's kind of like POTS, only not quite as severe. Let's see, and I've had most of these things since I was about 15 that I know of. Some, like the Asperger's, I've had since I was a kid, asthma since I was 12, GI issues since I was 10, done all the diets, everything, and then chronic pain since I was 14, and then diagnosed with pancreatitis when I was 15, and then found out CF when I was 16, and then everything else just came after that. So I've had them for a long time, and it's tough to keep going day by day. Which moves me to day number 2. How have these illnesses affected your life? This is really a tough one, but it's just one I don't really want, I don't like the answer to. They've affected my life a lot. They've affected how many friends I have, which I hate to say because I used to be a very, very social person, and I used to have a lot of friends. And I still have a lot of friends, but they're more acquaintances now. I only have a few actual friends, like a handful of people that I talk to regularly and understand, at least to some extent, what's going on. But I do like to think that I have a lot of friends still, even if they're just merely a bit more than acquaintances. It's also affected my ability to go out and do things. Only recently, after I got off a ton of medication, have I been able to stay out for extended periods of time, and do more things with my friends. But at the same time, since I am off those medications, my symptoms do get worse when I'm out, and I feel like that hurts some of my friendships too, because I either can't go out, or if I do try to go out, then things can turn bad and I'll have to go home, and I feel really bad about that. Also, there are a lot of things I can't eat. I can't take the stairs, need to park close when I'm going somewhere, so that affects me by it affecting other people. You'd think if they were my friends and like people who love me, they would understand, but sometimes they don't. And I don't think they would understand until I got a handicap placard. And in that case, they'd probably only use it because, I mean, unless they really genuinely cared, like, to get closer parking. Like, it's really stupid. Also, it's affected me mentally. It's really hard sometimes to, just sometimes, I just get to the point where I can't quite wrap my head around why this is happening to me. And I'll just shut down and just try and not deal with it. And I think a lot of people do this, but I know I do it because I have some times where I just sit there and it just hits me all at once that I can't stand up in the shower a lot of times. I can't shave my legs every 4 days. I can't, like put on makeup and go out, or paint my nails all the time, or wear cute clothes and high heels all the time. I can't do things that I want to do. I can't dance. That is probably the biggest way it's affected my life. I used to be a dancer for a long time, for 13 years, and ballet, jazz, tap, hip-hop, modern, social dance, flamenco, character dance, musical theater, everything. And I can't do that anymore, so that's the biggest way it's affected my life, I think, is by taking my passion away from me. It hasn't taken my passion, but it's taken my ability to pursue my passion. Okay, I'm going to do the last one right now, because it's getting long. How did I get diagnosis? Well, it depends on which diagnosis. So, it started when I was like about 11. They diagnosed me with like basically IBS, and they said I shouldn't eat wheat, I shouldn't eat gluten, I shouldn't eat this, I shouldn't eat that, I shouldn't eat the other thing, no milk products, no nothing like that. And so I was barely eating anything, and no caffeine, heartburn, that sort of thing. So that started when I was about 11 years old. And then from there, it just kind of was a bunch of tests here, a bunch of tests there, more symptoms popping up here, more symptoms popping up there, more research on my part and the doctor's part, charts, graphs, labs, MRI, CT scans, 5 days of nuclear medicine at UCLA. Like, it's been a wild ride, and just for these diagnoses that we don't even know if they're exactly right. This is just what we can come up with right now. And So a lot of things led to the diagnosis that I had. Genetic testing. That's how they find out if you have CF. And yeah, so I've had all kinds of tests that you can imagine. And that's how I got the diagnosis that I did. And lots of painful tests too. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop this now because I'm pretty sure it's very long. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Okay, and I will come back another time when I have time and free and can't sleep and bored. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. See you soon.